Hello, my friends. So I've been working on this idea with the trade of the gold-silver ratio, and I'm trying to apply it to cryptos. And what I want to show you, first of all, is that it doesn't matter what the underlying stock or coin prices are. This will work. And so first one I'm going to look at is I've got Litecoin to Bitcoin on the left. So this is the ratio, what's happening with the ratio. When we look at the underlying prices of each of the coins, I've got Bitcoin in red, it's ascending and oscillating, and I've got Litecoin moving to the right and ascending, right? And we're going to see if we can do this pairs trade on this. And then after that, we're going to look at another example. And here we have one with Litecoin's descending and Bitcoin is oscillating. Will it work with, something like this? Bitcoin's really going nowhere. It's going up and down, and Litecoin's actually going negative. Can we still make money on this? Okay, so remember the idea is that we want to increase our coin count. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to be switching in valleys and peaks. Okay, in the last video I showed that when I have the ratio going up, I want to be in one type of coin. In this case, what I want to be in is Litecoin going up, and then I'm going to switch into Bitcoin. And I just hold Bitcoin while it goes down. When it gets to a valley, then I'm going to switch into Litecoin. Okay, and it's great for cryptocurrencies because on our exchanges, this is what we see. We see the ratio already. Okay, so let's just do a little calculation here. I'm going to, at the very beginning, it's going down, so I'm going to want to be in Bitcoin. Okay, so I'm going to start out. Here's a chart. Here's the time. Here's the price as it changes over time of Bitcoin and Litecoin. When you divide the two, you get the ratio. Okay, and that's what's being plotted on this chart over here is the ratio only. Don't know what the underlying prices are unless we look it up on the chart here or look it up on the graphs. Okay, start with $10. I buy as much Bitcoin as I can. So right at the beginning, the price of Bitcoin is $3.79. Don't you wish? And so it would allow me to buy $2 or 2.64 Bitcoins. Okay. Let me get over here. I get to a valley. So point number 3 is a valley. So at point number 3, I've got 2.64 Bitcoins. I want to buy Litecoins. Well, how much money is that? 2.64 is $4.55 for Bitcoin. So I multiply the two. Then I can figure out how much money I have. Now I want to buy Litecoin, so I divide by 3.15. And I end up getting 3.84 Litecoins. I move back to my graph. Okay, so I've switched. I ride Litecoin now up to the top here, which is around point number 7. So I'm in Litecoins. I've got 3.84. At 7, then Litecoin is 335. So how much money do I have? I have 3.84 times 335. Right? And I divide that to turn into Bitcoins. I have to divide by 345. When you do that calculation, you'll find that you end up with 3.704 Bitcoins. Amazing. Think about that, right? You didn't add any new money into this. Your Bitcoin count went from 2.64 to now 3.7 Bitcoins. Okay, so I've got Bitcoin. That was at the top. I switched to Bitcoin. I rode it down. At the bottom, I switch back into Litecoin. So that's around 13. Okay, so I've done the calculation here. And at 13, oh no, I did it at 12. Okay, so I had Bitcoin, 3.7 Bitcoin. So how much money is that? 3.7 times 6.35. Converting it to Litecoin, then I divide by 3.6, and I got 6.5. So my Litecoin has about doubled. Okay, and I continue with this process. I'll just do one more. Okay, so I wrote it down. I'm going to ride the Litecoin up to point around 17. Okay, that's another peak. So at 17, I'm watching the chart, and I say, oh, we look like we might be at a top, and so I'm going to switch. So I've got 6.53. How much money do I have? 6.5 Litecoins. I convert it into dollars, so multiply those two and divide by 5.45. Now I have 4.6 Bitcoins. Hey, this is awesome. I won't go through it all, but let's just go back to my chart. At the tops, I'm switching into Bitcoin. I'm writing it down and then switching into Litecoin, writing it up. So every time I'm going down, I'm switching into Bitcoin. And the results of this are I started with 2.6 for Bitcoin. I do all the hills and valleys and switches. I end up with 11.84 Litecoins, right? And so 11.84 Litecoins. Okay, what does that mean financially? Well, if I multiply that out, it turns out to be multiplying 11.84 by 4.55. I get $53. So I've taken my $10 and I've got a 5-bagger. It's gone up to $53 worth, right? I've increased my coins, which is the amazing thing. So not only did, let's say the price of Litecoin go up, but I've gone 5 times. So if I look at if I just put my money in Bitcoin for comparison, I started around $4, actually $3.79. I'm going up to 10, so it's about 2.5 times, right? So $10, 2.5 times. I should have $25. Right, so I'm riding the volatile Bitcoin, and it's gone up 2.5 times, and people are cheering in the streets. But hey, what we've done is we've gone up 5 times. 5 times. The growth is absolutely astounding. Okay, so I go to my next one. So here I have this thing again is descending, and we're going to see if we can make money here. Okay, we apply the same principles. We're converting to Litecoin at the bottom, writing Litecoin up, converting into Bitcoin, and writing it down. And then we just keep switching back and forth. So here's the results. I start out with $10. I buy into Litecoin, and I just go through the same process. I won't do it again. Okay, the end result is I end up with $57.55. I started with 10. So even though, look at these graphs. Even though Bitcoin's going nowhere, it's just going up and down. Litecoin's actually descending. So when I put my Bitcoins into Litecoins, they're actually losing value, and still I'm making money in the long haul. Okay, so do note that on this chart here, the fluctuation, the ratio is 1, and it goes up to 0.8. So that's a pretty large fluctuation, right? And that's allowing this to happen. If Litecoin just stayed stable, and I switched, it would work even better. If Litecoin was ascending, it would work even better. Okay, so this, this still works though when it's going down. So bottom line, it doesn't matter whether this pair are descending. So we can have a market of Bitcoin and Litecoin descending, and if I'm getting hills and valleys on this chart, and I'm able to switch, as long as I can switch, I'm gaining coins. Getting more coins for free. I'm not adding any new money to this. Okay, and so that's the main point that I wanted to drive home with this little example. Okay, next what we're going to do is we're going to look at an example with actual coins. These are theoretical examples. Now we're going to look at real coins. So thank you for hanging in there with me.